G'day, my name's Peter, Linda James, founder and CEO of Shalom House in Perth, WA. A lot of people ask us a lot of questions, and one of them is, why do you go to church? And why are you a faith-based rehab? Well, how do you communicate what you know to be true without pushing religion down people's throats? I personally hate religion. I often say to people, if the Church of God was like Hungry Jack's, it'd be chockers. I mean, when you go to Hungry Jack's, you know what you're getting: a Whopper double beef with cheese, heavy mayonnaise, and add ketchup. And I mean, I actually have mine DP cut in half and extra cheese. If the Church of God was like Hungry Jack's, it would be chockers, but it's not. It's different. How do you proclaim what you know to be true without pushing religion down someone's throat? I'm not a religious person, but I am a Christian. I believe that God is God and Jesus Christ, the Son of God. I don't push religion down people's throats. I just shut my mouth and live what I believe, and if somebody actually asks me, then I'll tell them. But I hate religion so much that we actually go to 3 church services every weekend. What? You saying? You just said you hate religion, yet you go to 3 church services every weekend. Yeah, you got it right. I hate religion. And yeah, we go to 3 church services every weekend. I've got 140 men in my house, which means I have 140 men who think differently, speak differently, act differently, communicate differently, respond differently. Some like cricket, some like footy, some like softball, and some like t-ball. Some like Hungry Jack's, and some like McDonald's, some like KFC. So we actually go to 3 churches every weekend to show that the body of Christ, or Christianity, are full of different denominations because we have different people in the house. On Friday night, for example, we could go to a YWAM. It's called Youth with a Mission. It's for young people. And what they do is they send people across the globe to struggling countries, and they help out in orphanages and famines and when the disaster strikes. And they're just a real young, vibrant church. And a lot of my fellas are young, and they love the way that the songs and the worship and the preaching. And on the Saturday, I actually pastor a church. We're not your average church. I'm actually a Church of Christ pastor. The Church of Christ isn't a denomination, it's more of an association of churches, and lets an individual be the individual. So on the Saturday night we do our family nights, and that's where my fellows bring all their parents, their mums and their dads, and it's just a relaxed, chilled out church. Normally I'm in singlet and thongs, and what you see is what you get. It's cool, pretty cool church. Only because it's my church, of course. And on the Sunday we'll go to one out in Armidale, one out in Gosnells, and one out in Kelmscott. Next week could be Joondalup. It could be Baptist, it could be Anglican, it could be Catholic, it could be Protestant, it could be Pentecostal, it could be Charismatic. We go to all these different denominations, and I don't want to push one denomination or one particular faith down a person's throat. I want to show them that the body of Christ is different. And I've found that over the last 8 years, as we go to 3 different church services every weekend, some fellas will connect with this church, some fellas will connect with this church, and some fellas will connect with this church. And when they get up to stage 4 or 5, what they're doing on their own weekend, they're going back to one of the churches that they connected with. Now, I'm asking you a question. Would you rather fellas going out there breaking their houses, stealing cars, putting pigs in their arms, or sitting back in a church, having a scone and a cup of tea? Not rocket science. I'm not pushing religion down their throat, but what they try to teach is shalom. They try to teach truth. They try to teach honesty. They try to teach integrity. Do all of them do it? No. Do they make mistakes? Well, my blooming oath they do. But do you? If the Church of God was like Hungry Jack's, it's chockers, but it's not. I'm not a religious man. I'm a Christian. I believe that God is God and Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And you'll see my faith in me by the way that I live my life, that my actions would speak louder than my words. And that's what I try to teach my men. Don't push religion down people's throats. Just shut your mouth and live it. Thank you very much.